do you really think the talks that are happening right now, the UN Security Council and the rest, EU, also the US maybe is about to come up with a statement, do you think all those can have any significant contribution in having tranquility within Eastern DRC?
Yeah, and in order to resolve a conflict, the first step in resolving a conflict that is protracted like that one is doing a conflict analysis. If the causes are known now, then the next step now is to begin to address those causes. It's actually addressing that root cause one by one, then you resolve it. But of course,
but is there willingness by some of the leaders to commit to that?
I think the lost opportunity, which can still be rekindled, is actually the East African Community force or framework, which the Nairobi Accord, initiative, which actually even led to the deployment of the East African force to be able then to bring these people together, and then of course
the Congolese people lost hope in the East African force. They said, "You are here. We don't know what you're protecting. We are being attacked by rebels. Every now and then they are killing the locals, but you're doing nothing about it just because the mandate did not allow them to engage."
The people who will actually sort out this problem are the Congolese and the East Africans. It is an East African problem, and if the Congolese lose hope in that, then you get what you have today. Because I think it was too early. First of all, there has been a UN peacekeeping force in Congo since the 1960s. The Congolese have not lost hope in it, yet it is there. It is actually exploitative. It has been accused of being involved even stealing the minerals, but they have not lost hope. So I think the loss of hope was too fast, but I think it was also occasioned by the politics. Because the politicians need to win elections. So when you think about the winning elections and you try to actually to respond to what people want now, because that conflict has taken a long time. It cannot be solved. It cannot be solved by an event. It has to take also a process. You see, a process that results into a peace process stays longer, becomes doable than an event.
How long should these processes take, and how many processes are going to be going on to see that the Congolese in Eastern DRC can have tranquility, can enjoy the country that they belong to?
Yes, I think sometimes conflicts like this one, the peace process or the breakthrough comes at a time when the conflict has reached a hurting point. We call it a hurting stalemate. A stalemate and a hurting point when people are so pained that they want actually a solution. But if people are trying actually to politicize the problems and then actually erected, you have a challenge. So I think for me now, where this situation has reached, it is a stalemate and is hurting even all the countries in the region.
What if you were to talk to President Paul Kagame and Felix Tshisekedi, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that first of all, I was saying that the peaceful option is better than a military option, that you can defeat each other because the losses are too many. So they need to go for peace. They have been invited by President Ruto to Nairobi, and both of them have accepted. And as I said, where the conflict has reached now is a point of a breakthrough, I can assure you, because Rwanda cannot occupy Congo, and Congo cannot deny that the issues that are being raised by M23 and other, actually, there are over 120 militia groups. They have legitimate causes. Give peace a chance. This is a shame to Africa, that Africans cannot resolve their own problem, and therefore you need France, you need former colonial masters to come and resolve it. We can do this ourselves. We need to find local solutions to this problem. You need to show leadership by sacrificing your interests, personal interests, national interests, for greater East African or Great Lakes peace, because a peaceful Great Lakes region is going to spur transformation of Africa. That's when we are able to achieve Agenda 2063 as espoused by the African Union, if we are able to silence the gun and focus on peace process.
I would have loved to speak until the cows come back home, or even tomorrow, about this conflict, but I'm sorry we are running out of time. Thank you so much, Dr. Arthur Bainomugisha, for being part of NTV Tonight.
Thank you for having me here. Good evening.